Now folks, this is the video that's going to show Mother Nature planning her attack and how everything's going to all come together at once. I don't have any video for the 20th. I was sick that day. I just really didn't feel like going out. I stayed in bed the whole day. So starting off on the 21st here and ending on the 22nd, and the night of the 22nd is when Mother Nature released her fury on us. I'm not going to give away too many spoilers, but I am going to show how she's setting the stage for this whole thing to happen. So the first thing I'm going to show today is, you know, notice sometimes every once in a while if I hit a tree branch or something, I'll look up, and the reason I'm looking up is I'm making sure the camera's still pointing forwards. And there's a reason for that. Because I have on occasion hit a tree branch that actually caused a problem. So I'm heading down the trail today, and there's people coming, there's a dog, so I'm slowing down, and where I'm gonna meet them will be right where this low-hanging tree is. So rather than running the dog over, I have no choice, I gotta drive through the tree branch, and you can see the result of that. So for whatever reason, I did not look up this time. Maybe I was, I don't know, I had the dog on my mind or something, or just whatever the situation was. Whatever, I just didn't look up. Now the problem is, I never noticed this until I got to Tim Hortons towards the end of my trip. So it was pointing sideways the whole time. Everywhere I went, even when I went through Walmart, it was pointing to the side. So it's kind of funny, because there are times, like especially when I get down to the park and take my break, I got off the scooter and I walked around, got back on the scooter and left, and I still didn't notice it. So anyways, I get to the park down here, and you can't really, well, you can see the river a little bit with the camera pointing to the side, but you can't really tell how high it is right now at the water level. So once I leave, you'll be able to see it, and I'll just kind of pause the video there. And if you look at the concrete pillar out there, last time I showed it, the water was up to the top of the top hole, and today the top hole is completely visible, so it's gone down probably about a foot, but it's still up there pretty good. I'm driving by the construction site. I made a good view of it as I'm passing by. And I turn in to point the camera forward, and I'm actually now pointing it sideways. There wasn't a whole lot to see. They have the trees or bushes or whatever it is all lined up along the side of the roadway there, and they got some kind of a mesh thing that's held in place by spikes or stakes, or you want to call them, little chunks of wood. So I'm assuming that they already know what's coming and they're preparing for it, or they're just tired of fixing, you know, all the canyons and that. So but at least they put some kind of erosion control up. So they're preparing that anyways. Farther down the road, and the hydro trucks are getting set up to do more work. And camera pointing sideways, you can actually see them this time. And the camera kind of pointed right at them as I'm going by. Not going to show everything. Just not the purpose of this video. There's too much involved to actually show all this, but I'll show this part when I get to Timmy's. This is where I noticed the camera. So I fixed it. So when I do my street tour, at least it's pointing forward for that. So later on in the afternoon, I was kind of checking the forecast and the weather and that. And under suggested stories, I see this. So I'm going to play the video first, and then I'll come back and explain.
Well, Doug, we've been talking about Tropical Storm Cindy for the last couple days, and it's going to be bringing in flooding rain for the Gulf states. We've already seen the effects as it started to track into the region, but we're also going to see the effects of this storm here at home in Canada.
An indirect impact. It will enhance some rainfall from southern Ontario to Atlantic Canada, but I want to be very clear. Cindy itself is not coming, and the impacts will not be nearly anywhere close to what we saw last fall when the remnants of Matthew and Nicole impacted Atlantic Canada.
Okay, so that's good news. So as we take a closer look at the track of Cindy making landfall on the Texas-Louisiana border as we head into Thursday morning, bringing in flooding rain across the Gulf states.
The rainfall totals will be in excess of 300 millimeters. That's over a foot of rain near the Gulf Coast. Now the center of circulation is going to stay well south of the Canadian border, but some of that mid and upper level moisture will get drawn north as the system tracks from the prairies into northern Ontario. A cold front will swing across southern Ontario and southern Quebec. So some of that tropical moisture drawn out of the Gulf interacts with that front, will enhance the rainfall to some extent, but even without Cindy, we would still be seeing rain as that front crosses the
That's
region.
right. We'd still be seeing a system move in, bringing us in the rain and the thunderstorms, but like you said, Cindy's just going to be enhancing that.
Right, and we'll see as we play this out later Friday night and into Saturday, some of those brighter colors indicating the heavier rainfall rates in the Maritimes. Again, some of that being from the tropical moisture, but the center of circulation is still down in Tennessee. So Cindy itself is not headed for Atlantic Canada, just
That's
some
right.
of the tropical moisture from the Gulf that's currently associated with the storm.
So we've been talking about Tropical Storm Cindy and the tropics. It's not going to be feeling so tropical, though, behind this system.
What a change in air mass behind that front. Temperatures as we go into the final week of June running below seasonal as we head towards the Canada Day long weekend.
Thanks, Doug.
So what does all this mean? Well, we had cold front coming. It's bringing some cold air down from northern Canada. It's going to cause rain, it's going to cause thunderstorms. Then we got Tropical Storm Cindy spinning away down in the Gulf of Mexico, picking up nice warm heat and moisture and bringing it inland and dropping it off somewhere else. As far as enhancing our rainfall, the effect that it was going to have on our storm system that's coming was very underestimated. It was a little more influential than they kind of expected, I guess. So there was really no warning. Nobody had time to prepare. And meteorologists had no idea it was going to be, what it was. So everything's all set up for a problem. So we got ground that's already saturated. We got rivers that are already swollen. Crap load of rain on the way. So if you do the math on that, the answer doesn't come out very well. So for the rest of the night, I sat at my computer, early evening, late evening, watching the radar, just seeing what's happening, and nothing was there. It was just cold front was coming through. There was some rain down in the States and Michigan area. There was heavier rain than what we were getting, but it was just, for the most part, it was just rain, just like a normal cold front passing through. But it didn't take long for that to change. So I'll be releasing a trailer for my special a few hours from now, and the special will be up tomorrow. It's already on YouTube. I uploaded it a while ago. It's unlisted, and the reason I uploaded it ahead of time was because, well, it's a large file. It took a while to upload, so I had to do it, before I really needed it there. But also, I knew there was going to be copyright claims on it, which there was. Only 5, which surprised me, but so I needed time to get those cleared up. So everything's all ready to go, and I've been so anxious to get this caught up to the point of this final storm that I've been trying to do a video a day, and That's really hard for me to do. It was tough for me to do on every 3 days, which is normally what I've been doing. So it was difficult that way. There was a period where I had to deal with an emergency here for a couple days, and that last video I did with the ride along, in order for me to use image stabilization on it, it had to be all one file, because if the video split up into different files, then each one's looked at separately and analyzed separately, and you'll see the picture jump when it switches files, because the image stabilization is based on that file and not the others around it. So basically I had to put everything together and make one big file out of it. That took time, and the image stabilization on that one file took 30 something hours. It was a long time. So then when I watched it, it looked like crap. There's way too much stabilization on it, and I don't usually use stabilization on my videos because it makes them look really bad with the vibrations and the gelling, and it seems to confuse them or something. So it was way too much in it. So I had to do it again with less of a change, very slight amount, and that took again 30 hours. So, and then I watched that, and it was pretty much the minimum, the least amount of stabilization that I could put on this, and it still looked like crap. So I had to remove it completely, and then re-outputted the file, and I figured, well, without the stabilization on it, there's a whole lot less information to process, it'll be a lot quicker. No, it wasn't. So, like, there's just like 3 days right there. 3 days worth of work, and while I'm waiting for this, I cannot do any other videos. This program will only run one instance at a time, and it takes like 95% of the resources my computer can give it, and it's such a highly busy process, I guess. But I figured without all that information in there, this would, go a lot quicker. But so once it was done, it looked okay. I wasn't really there are a few parts that are kind of a little bouncy, but other than that, I didn't really need the stabilization on it anyways. So all that ended up being a 13 gigabyte file, and that took almost 24 hours to upload to YouTube. So as you can see, I needed, I need time to have stuff moving. I'd like to get ahead and just get back on the schedule, or I can catch up to everything, but it's just a crazy thing. So at least now, I've already got a video waiting to come out, and it's already uploaded, it's there. I don't need to worry about it. And I can take a little bit of a break because I am kind of burning out here. So after the special, I'm going to show the different days, the different things, what happened that day and the day after. I'm going to go into a little more detail because I don't really show a lot of the detail in the special presentation because there's just too much. It would have been really long, and it didn't really pertain to what the video was about anyways. So I'm kind of looking forward to it being public, as I'm sure a lot of people have been searching for that date, and you'll see why. So thanks for watching, and keep your eyes open for the next few hours for the trailer to show up.